start?
Okay. I'm Seneca. I have a new painting in the show at SuperRare. Please come by.
I'm Andrea Chiampo, and I'm a digital artist experimenting a lot with physical as well. I'm very happy to be here and exhibiting and showing everyone my piece. Very excited about SuperRare opening the gallery. I'm excited to be part of it, meet old friends and meet, of course, like new ones. That's exciting.
Certainly. Yeah, it's always a good time, isn't it? And especially because we're like all over the world, so it's hard for us to like really gather for this one moment.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a special moment.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We're taking shape online as well.
Yes.
Offline, sorry.
Offline.
Offline.
Oh no.
Glitch.
We got...
Temporal glitch. Yeah, sorry. At first I said, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I don't wanna do like the obvious take of, like something falling apart, like in terms of like figurative wave. Mm-hmm. So I didn't wanna make, I don't know, like the human against the machine or whatever. But it's been years that I know I will stick to figurative because that's what I love to do. And it was a passion and became, from a hobby, a profession before getting in the industry of movies. And then also to get away from the movie industry, I started this style years ago, but still I stick to figurative. That's what I love to do. I want to go for more conceptual work that in a way still leads to figurative, but as the end result. The artwork, I made an artwork, in my style. It's nothing different from what I used to do, but the only difference is that actually you can't see the file because the file has been scrambled, and the ash of the file of the JPEG has been stored on chain. But actually what you see on the physical print is part of the string of the arithmetic JPEG encoding.
Fascinating.
So basically the JPEG is there, but you can't see it. I like the concept of it's a falling apart the other way around. It's like
you're putting things together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love that.
Which is a paradox in a way. Like a few years ago, I think it was the first year I was on SuperRare 2021, when I got the idea of taking one of my 3D files and actually store it on chain. But then I said, oh, wait a minute, I need to make sure to make a name in the space first with like consistent work. So I stick to the figurative, but it's been years that I want to do something like more conceptual, more triggering, more provoking in a way. And I think this was the perfect occasion to also show that I don't only do digital work. I've done like physical prints in the past. Yeah, I think most of the people in the space, they know me for my digital sculpting, and probably even actually they know me for my JPEGs, and they don't even know it's a actual digital sculpting. They think it's like an illustration or something.
My work leans more fantastical. It's like very surrealistic. I take inspirations from comics and animation, the cover art of like horror manga. There's a question posed where as technological tools become such an integral part of humanity, what does it actually mean to be human? What does that mean for our future? And I think with the rise of AI and these tools, as we embrace them, can we expect to see like a hybrid of sorts where humanity really is technology and technology is humanity? So in my piece, I was trying to portray a godlike presence, like technology, human being this hybrid entity. I've been exploring themes of like religious imagery, dark romanticism, a bit of pop culture in it too. So it's like a mix of all that. I have all these characters, like a three-eyed little like white surrealist dog named Shermie. And then in this piece, I have this girl character. She is probably the most humanoid character that I've made thus far. I don't know if she's like a representative of me, but rather she represents our gateway to this new world. And she is reacting upon this entity in a sort of like a very neutral expression. My audience will actually notice my characters don't have exaggerated expressions. And there's a reason for that. So when I was younger, my sleep paralysis was terrible as a kid. And I still lucid dream to this day, but it's always that feeling of like being the observer in a way. Lucid dreaming, you're interacting with the dream, but like I felt very helpless. And I think in this piece, I was trying to evoke that feeling, just like a take on like being helpless, like the world is shifting with or without you. You know, that's the feeling that I was trying to get at. And also like a bit reflective of like my childhood, being sort of mute back in the day and not being the speaker. In this case, this girl is not the speaker. I'm using her, that character, in a lot of my other works. This is not the first one of this series that I've made, but just the first one to be present. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that, to continue drawing her in these stories.
Nice.